go to Senator Roberts.
Thank you all for attending tonight. How many applications for redress were received by the scheme for COVID vaccine redress scheme before the closing down date? I'll repeat the question.
No, Senator Stuart Turnbull, Acting Deputy CEO, Program Design Group. I've got it. So we received 4,962 claims by the closing date.
4,962. Thank you. How many were successful?
To date, 522 claims have been paid to the value of $50.9 million.
50.9 million total.
Yep.
Thank you. How many applications were refused? The rest of them? Or some partially paid? Or?
So, of the remaining, 2,670 were not payable, 1,048 were withdrawn, and there are 722 claims at different parts of the assessment process.
What was the most common reason for being refused?
Senator, we assess each claim against the criteria. For example, the different vaccines that are eligible, the different conditions.
You're all COVID?
Yep. So I'd have to check what the most common reason is, Senator.
You take that on notice?
Sure.
Please. Thank you. One of the criteria to be satisfied apparently is that the applicant needed to be hospitalised. Is that correct?
I believe so, Senator, yes.
Why is that?
Senator, we don't set the policy, Senator. I think if you're asking about the particular policy parameters of the scheme, I think that those questions are better directed to the Department of Health, Disability and Ageing. They set the policy parameters and they'll have their rationale for that. Our role is to then administer the payment against the criteria that they set.
So, Senator Roberts, this session is really just the service delivery aspects.
Mm-hmm. Okay. How many complaints have been made about claims being rejected? Appeals, I guess.
I think we would need to take that on notice. What I could tell you, Senator, is that we do have a review process. For example, at the moment we have 144 claims that are undergoing a review of the decision. And the agency has also finalised 161 review decisions as well. So that gives an indication of the total number, having received the assessment, who...
The agency has reviewed them? They've already reviewed them?
There are 144 that have been reviewed, and
right.
There are 161 where the review process has been finalised.
Has been?
Finalised.
Thank you. How many applications are still being processed?
There are 722 applications still being processed. They're at different stages of that assessment process. Of the 722, there are 221 with Services Australia at the moment for assessment. There are 344 claims where we are requesting further information from the applicant to support the claim. There are 103 claims with an expert panel. Now, that's either an expert medical panel or an expert legal panel. And there's another group which is 54 claims where we've made an offer and the applicant has 6 months to decide whether or not to accept that offer. So that's the breakup of the 722 on hand.
Thank you.
And I'll get you to wrap up, Senator Roberts.
Okay, what's the average payout that's been made and how are payouts calculated?
I don't have the average payout with me, we would need to take that on notice. Payouts are calculated based on a range of categories of loss. For example, specified out-of-pocket expenses, lost earnings, paid and gratuitous care, loss of capacity to provide domestic services, pain and suffering, and there are also lump sum payments for claims involving death.
Last question, very simple. Why are the Office of Compensation so small, taking into account proof of the significant damage that complainants suffered, including some crippled for life, debilitated for life?
Senator, I think that's best directed to the Department of Health, that particular question, because it relates back to the policy.
Directed to who?
The Department of Health,
Okay.
Disability and Ageing.
Because they
They set the
guidelines.
parameters.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Thank you. Thanks, Chair.